Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Today we will be talking about Crucible of War, doing a market update for you. One of the big three, as you know, on Wednesdays we rotate through the three big sets, WTR, Arc, and Crucible of War. Today's Crucible of War. Hey, if you want access to all this stuff as a collection tracker, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG. Get access to a collection tracker that updates the value of your collection in real time. You also get a 5% off discount code from FABTCG, which will be having a bunch of the new singles from the new history pack coming up. They're opening some boxes this weekend, so make sure you're using that discount code if you are a patron. Let's hop into Crucible of War. You can be a patron at patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG. Thank you so much to the patrons who support the content and the channel. All right, sealed boxes of Crucible of War First Edition, sitting $5.75. This might be a little bit exaggeratory for you too. Boxes sold at $5.40, or that's Great Britain. Sorry, yeah, boxes sold at $5.50. Boxes sold at $5.75. And then I know on Facebook it's a little softer on that dynamic as well, and the stuff happening behind closed doors. But sitting at $5.75 seems to be the market price for it. We were pretty firm here for a while for $5.75 or $6.75 to $6.25, but it's just been kind of a slow decline from the 1K number that we saw back in June, with some up and down trends over the history. Unlimited boxes, 70 at map, that $77 price point is getting harder to find. Obviously, Channel Fireball has their bundles. We're seeing a bunch of other bundles come out. TCG Player sitting about $82. eBay closing around $80. So it's around that price point, kind of give or take the $10 price point, especially with fees and shipping and all that stuff. So looking at the Shard. Weird sale this week at 3,100. Let me show you why I think it's just interesting and weird. If you pop it up on 130 point, which is what I use quite often, you've got it at 44.2069. But then if you use eBay's actual tools, which are new, this is their Terra Peak product search. You've got two sold listings. One of those is that one. Let's actually click on this one and see where it was from. Let's see. The original listing here. This is that one from Fabulous Gaming. So when we click on that one, that's what pops up. And if you see the sold listing here, I think it's this one, the 3,100. Nope, that one's the Yeti. If you click on this one right here, the 2,900 from Fabulous Gaming is that one that pops up. So the eBay is reporting a sale price of 2,900 for that. And then they also had one sold for 3,100, which lines up more with that price point than the 4,200. Then obviously back in March, we actually had one that since the last update that also sold for 1,800. I'm not sure on the condition of that one because it's old, so I didn't really look at it. Then you got a BGS 9 sold for 2,175 in April. That was auction, so that one had 26 bids on it. That's a BGS 9 that sold for 2,175. So anywhere from 3,100 to 2,200, maybe up to 4,200. It's weird, but that's the sold data for you. I'm gonna go ahead and label it as 3,100 because there was two sold at around that price according to eBay. So looking at your rainbow foil, you're sitting at 275 for the Shard. All right, let's take a look at First Edition. We'll calculate out the EV for you here. You've got Cheyenne moving up to 1950. Where did I pop that one in? A couple weird Cheyenne things, not weird, but you had a 9.5 Cheyenne that sold for 5K on eBay on April 18th. But then you also had this one that sold for 1950 in April. This is on TCG Player for 1950. So obviously that's a decent sale. So that's one we'll track for the raw at 1950, which is up 20% from the last time we saw a sold listing. The Tunic sitting down 15% to 205. Twinning Blade, haven't seen a sale in quite a while for a Twinning Blade. Majestic Cold Foils down a little bit. You had a Perch Grappler sell for 32 or 312. Breeze Rider Boots sitting at 390. You had a Courage Bladehold sold on eBay for 500, and a Metacarpus Node sold on eBay for 500 as well. So those are a little soft, down to 422 on average. You can see again, I really think this day, these prices should be pretty stable in my opinion. But I think this is kind of this huge spike we saw in cards for that 5 or 6 week period, and then it kind of tanked right back down to where we were. If you just kind of pretend that this didn't exist, it feels a lot better in my opinion. So Same thing here. You can see this on all the cold foils, just gradually going kind of sideways or up, but that huge spike that we had was a little bit unnecessary. Average rare cold foil down 10% to an average price of $118. Centauri Sabers down to 200. Those were, I think, 250 before. You've got some things going up. Plasma Barrel Shot up 26% to 85. Harmonized Kodachi. The Kodachis have been on fire this week with on fire. Get it? Because of the Uprising spoilers for Ninja. But those have been flying this week. I've heard a lot of people looking to pick those up. Talishar up to $130, up 50%. So a lot of movement on those. On average, though, down 10%. Looking at your Rainbow Foil Majestics, we're down to $27.72 on average, which is down 7%. Flood of Force was picked up looking into a lot of something, I can't remember exactly what caused Flood of Force to go up, but that has retraced quite a bit back down to the $11 price point that it was before the buyout happened on it. Rattlebones is up pretty considerably to $35. Cooks of Commotion is up. There's a lot of movement, a lot of interaction, a lot of cards moving and changing pricing. But all in all, we're down 7% to an average price of $27.72. Looking at your regular Majestics, we're also down here to an average price of $12, which is down 11%. Dread Triptych going up, Gorganian Tome going up, Spoils of War going up a little bit, Beast Within going up a little bit. Everything else as a whole kind of down. Rainbow Foils, we're at an average price of $5. Regular Rares at 50 cents. Rainbow Foil Commons at $2.31. Let's hop into your EV. You're actually up if you include that Shard. If you include the Fable, we're up this week about 0.1%. If you don't include the Fable, we're down kind of across the board about 3%. Average price point, if you open up 40 boxes, sitting at $562. Kind of makes sense that sealed boxes are where they are then, although you should have a sealed premium that is a little bit higher than this, I think, at this point. Your Fabled or regular commons are down 3%, like I said, to $484 if you're just opening up 10 boxes. So if you're opening up one box, you can kind of expect $404. But if you hit a Majestic cold foil, you're sitting pretty good. So yeah, I mean, if you're going to open up a first edition product, this from the big three, this one definitely seems like the one that you want to open. Lots of value in that Majestic cold foil. So, you know, you basically have a 1 in 3 probably chance of about breaking even or beating your price. So, I don't know. Looks pretty good. Unlimited Crucible of War. Let's hop into the EV here. Tunic is actually up this week to 145. Cheyenne down to 78. Rainbow Foil Majestics, I don't know why these still don't update on here. The pricing will show you at the end, the overall. You've got Visiortronic moving up, Metacarpus Node moving up, Plasma Purifier, Gambler's Gloves, Pre-Dryer Boots, a lot of the Ninja stuff moving up, a lot of the Wizard stuff moving up, and then the other cards that aren't being kind of spoiled in Uprising, not really doing much. Regular Majestics, same thing, like Heron's Flight moving up a little bit, Breeze Rider Boots moving up a little bit. Visiortronic, I don't know why Mechanologist. I guess Mechanologist is seeing some increase in play in Dash with the meta maybe opening up a little bit. There's some people toying around with some Dash creations, but yeah, anyway. That's Roomba Barrier down probably as a result of Viscerai OTK no longer viable in Blitz. That's probably the reason that's taking a big hit. But anyway, Rainbow Foil Rares at an average price of $1.03. Regular Rares at 18 cents. Rainbow Foil Commons at 37 cents. This puts your EV pretty high. If you're opening up 40 boxes, you're doing pretty dang good. Sitting around $90, $88 per box. If you're going to open up 10 boxes, your average price could be $81, but if you're just opening up one box, you're not going to hit a Legendary or a Fable, which is pretty common in Crucible. Remember, the pull rate for the Fable or for the Legendary is like 1 in 10 boxes in this set. You're sitting around $71 if you're opening up boxes. So if you're going to open up 40 of them. Your Majestics were down 6%. Your regular Majestics were down 11%. So, all right, everyone, that is your EV for Crucible of War. And kind of just we've had a lot of flat lines lately. I mean, look at this. This has been a flatline experience for these EV videos. But we'll keep tracking it for you. See if it's worth it for you to open up your booster box. You had your spike on the out of print announcement, and since then, I mean, look, like even before the out of print announcement, we were kind of gradually going back up. Out of print announcements kind of kind of jacked up everything. Anyway, hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. If you want to support the channel, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG. Have a good day. We'll talk to you again next video.